trying to move it up a notch or two, actually, and just the Philippines is one of the pageant capitals in the world. And so the best training that you could possibly get is from that side of the world. And I think she's going to the some of the best trainers in the pageant industry over there. And I believe we're going to have all aspects covered, for her, that when she is ready to, grace the world stage with all the national pride that she's packing with her, she's going to be ready, So I'll let Tahiti get into a little bit more detail on what that training, the components of the training and so forth, and some of the activities that she's going to be involved with in the Philippines and Hong Kong. And then she's also, she can touch a bit on Thailand.
And how that differs from, what she had to go through to get to the stage that you're at. I would imagine that you would consider now you're going to the top tier as far as the contest is concerned.
Yes, this year, my team and I, as well as the committee, we all agree that we want to give ourselves, the best chance and give ourselves equip ourselves appropriately for the task at hand. And this looks like thinking about the media that will be entertaining us, asking us questions as title holders. So this looks like hiring a TED Talk public speaking coach. This is for such media training. And I believe that this kind of practice can get me more fluent when just in situations like these on the radio, on TV, podcasts. So that's really helpful. And this goes so many steps further with international pageant coaching. This looks like passerella training. This is another way of saying runway training. Fitness and nutrition, partnering up with a medalist bodybuilder in Hong Kong, as I'll be frequenting Hong Kong and Philippines back and forth. In Hong Kong, we will also be attending the Miss Universe Hong Kong coronation night and meeting the Queen, as well as the current Queen in the Philippines. So it's really immersing ourselves in the pageant world and assessing how we can better our best.
Okay. And Ms. Derry, who will be accompanying her during this period of time, including the Miss Universe pageant?
Well, I'll be attending the pageant as usual. She'll have a chaperone, taking her to New York, getting her on the first leg, and then on to Hong Kong on the 10th. And this year, I think it's going to be well supported. We're looking at a huge Cayman delegation going off to the Miss Universe pageant, and we're looking at maybe a bit, probably over 25. Which will really make a record for us, great attendance. And I think that's definitely going to speak volumes to the support. And the Miss Universal organization will actually see the Caymanian national pride in its full, full swing, full colors. And we're definitely going to be there. Very well supported this year.
Okay. And can we speak a little bit about some of your expectations as far as the pageant is concerned this year? And you spoke about having a pretty large Cayman contingent attend as well. And if persons are interested in attending, how can they go about that as well?
Well, we'll soon have information on the tickets that you can purchase and so forth for the pageant itself. That should come out from the Miss Universe organization in a few weeks. And so we'll be actually, if you are interested, obviously, in attending the pageant, we are going to actually have all of that information, hopefully in a few weeks, including hopefully airline ticket specials as well for people that, wish to go to the pageant. What we expect this year is, in terms of the Miss Universe pageant itself, is a great production. There is a newbie not really a newbie, because he's actually just, he's the national director for Thailand. And he just basically had a phenomenal pageant. The production was just absolutely amazing. His name is Nawat. And so he'll actually be the individual that's sort of like just managing the entire production of the Miss Universe pageant this year. So I think it's really going to be something to witness. They're expecting over 130 delegates across the world to represent their countries. So I think it's a record-breaking representation. Yep. So,
And what we actually see on TV, there's so much more that goes on behind the scenes as well that you don't see because it's a production. So you're going to pick portions, out of it. Could you talk a little bit about that? Yeah.
For the local pageant?
No, for the Miss Universe.
They have a huge crew. I mean, they have a crew, I would say, of about 200 people that they have on deck in terms of photographers and, behind the scenes videographers, as well as choreographers. And then they also have the stage managers. They have their chaperones, for the contestants that are there as well. It's a lot that goes into that. They have to make sure that the girls are fed, each day properly. They have a schedule. They have to make sure that they can attend and ensure that they're, feeling well enough to do that, because obviously it's a lot and it's a hectic schedule, and some, may get sick, feel tired and so forth, which is the usual case, and you're going all halfway across the world for us. So, it's a different cuisine. Sometimes some of the delegates are not used to whichever country, their food and so forth. We've seen that, there's some challenges there as well. But certainly it's a lot of work. I mean, we work around the clock here, in Cayman, and I can't even imagine the amount of work that goes into the Miss Universe pageant journey.
And as far as the delegations are concerned, everyone basically is at the same level. So the little Cayman Islands will be treated, just as well as
Yes. And that's a hope, because sometimes you'll see countries come with an entourage, some of the South American countries, some of the Asian countries with an entourage of, over 100 people, because they're supporting their delegate. And we want to be just as loud and bright and, just
and visible,
as visible and impactful as they are as well. So I'm very pleased to know that it's going to be very well supported this year. Last year it was as well. We had, I think it was about, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 12 to 15 of us. And so this year, definitely, will be more.
So it's a good opportunity if someone is planning a vacation to take it around this time and be able to support as well, I would imagine,
Yeah.
I want to see huge Cayman flags, the heavy-duty kind that you raise on a pole.
And Mr. Heedy, can you or should I address you as Miss Universe Cayman?
I think it is fine.
Advice that you would give to future contestants, as far as the pageant here is concerned, as well. You are living it now, and by the end of your reign, you would have been through a tremendous life experience, life-changing experience, as well. What do you say to those that you would want to encourage to be involved, get themselves involved?
As of right now, I'm still archiving in my mind all of the suggestions and advice that I would give to next year's group of contestants, group of ladies. It's a lot to digest. It was for me since March, because as much as I knew about pageantry, I knew about Miss Universe, I did not know in entirety all that it took to prepare for such a role. And having gone through it now, one thing I will reiterate is to build a strong team. And another thing that pairs well with this is knowing your why, because there are going to be many days when you feel like It may be overwhelming. It's a different experience than regular life. You are committing yourself to the community, to being a public figure. You have to be mentally prepared, truthfully, for this kind of task. And it's not to scare anybody. It's so fun and it's so rewarding in so many ways. The transformation is just surreal. But you have to be prepared to evolve and learn more about yourself and, be a good role model for women.
Can we talk about some of the local commitments that she will have before she leaves and upon her return as well?
Oh my, she has been her schedule has been busy, and there have been loads of photo shoots because obviously content is very important.
Yes.
Some of the past title holders always tell me, Miss Derry, you know about content. You love your content, but it's true. That's what, bring you all the publicity and everything. So there, photo shoots definitely, she obviously the radio station interviews as well. And she just got certified by the Alzheimer's and Dementia
Correct.
Association.
Yes.
Okay.
So she's now a qualified.
Dementia friend is what the
Yes.
organization calls it.
Yes. And, when Tahiti gets back, then it's going to be moving into Christmas. So we want to give her a little bit of downtime to obviously get some rest. I think that's very important. She'll have some really hectic days as she just mentioned at the pageant. It's very, it's going to be very intense for the most part. So we want to give her some downtime once she's back in, here at the end of, if she don't win her place.
Right.
Because listen, we're speaking that into existence this year. And we just, pray that we can definitely make an impact that we actually place at the pageant. And moving into the first quarter of next year, we want to have our usual Sister Islands visit, where she'll go over and just engage with, the government officials over there, the students, and meet the people at the hospital over there, as well as the retirement home, and just engage with the community. And there's the fashion weeks and so forth that's overseas that we're looking to get her engaged in. That's like New York Fashion Week and Milan Fashion Week and so forth. So there's that as well. And as we move along, there are always invites from the community to attend events and so forth. There was one event that we attended last week. It was the 100 Women Who Care.
Yes.
And that was quite amazing, actually. Maybe Tahiti can tell you a bit more about it.
Yes, that was a great event.
Yeah.
It, besides from being well decorated in lots of pink and butterflies, it was just celebrating womanhood. And it was platforming, I think it's on a cycle that they platform different organizations and raise funds in tiers for those organizations for continued impact in the community for women. And I think their mission statement says something along the lines of concentrated focus for 1 hour of your time for community impact is really all you need to make such an impact and impact so many lives. So that was amazing to be a part of that.
Okay, we've reached that time where we're going to go to our headline news at 2 o'clock. When we return, the conversation will continue with Miss Tahiti, who is the reigning Miss Universe Cayman Islands. We're talking, about her participation in the Miss Universe World pageant that will be
Miss Universe. Yeah.
Miss Universe pageant, World Universe pageant that will be taking place in Thailand.
Yes.
Yeah. Also in the studio with us, we have the director
Yes.
of Miss Universe pageant here in the Cayman Islands, Miss Derry Dakers, with us as well. So, Derry Lee.
Derry Lee is my married name. I'm divorced.
Okay.
Dakers is my maiden name.
I want to make sure that I get it right.
The legal name is Lee.
Okay. So we're going to take that commercial break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk more about the pageant, what to expect. We know that the Cayman Islands has participated in the past, so we know what it's all about. You can learn from the previous experiences, as well. And we want to talk about some of those events that are going to be taking place. Not to mention the fact that she's also will be traveling to the Philippines, for some training. We will repeat some of the things that was said earlier in the event that you're just joining us. So please stay tuned. Talk Today. We'll be back shortly.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market. 2 men wanted in connection with an assault involving a suspected firearm were arrested following a police search in Windsor Park, Georgetown. Officers recovered stolen goods, including jewelry and a large quantity of fish linked to a recent burglary, alongside suspected drugs, cash, and paraphernalia. One suspect now faces additional charges for burglary and drug offenses as investigations continue. Good afternoon once again. I'm Dion Anglin with your headlines. In news elsewhere, the U.S. jobs market weakened further in August, raising new fears about the health of the world's largest economy. Employers added just 22,000 jobs last month, fewer than expected, while the unemployment rate ticked up from 4.2% to 4.3%, according to the Labor Department. And First Lady Melania Trump made a rare public appearance at the White House on Thursday, telling the crowd that robots are here and that it's our responsibility to prepare America's children for the AI-driven decades ahead. She said our future is no longer science fiction. She said during this primitive stage, it is our duty to treat AI as we would our own children, empowering but with watchful guidance. That's a wrap of your headlines. I'm Dion Anglin.
www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Good afternoon and welcome to Talk Today. I am your guest host, Orrett Connor. My pleasure to have in the studio with me this afternoon the reigning Miss Universe Cayman Islands, Miss Tahiti Seymour, along with Miss Derry Dacus, who is the director of the Miss Universe Cayman pageant as well. We're talking to Miss Seymour about her departure, which will be on the 10th of this month, 10th of September, to the Philippines, where she will undergo additional training for this. And we want to talk about some of the key components of that training as well.
Okay. So I have in front of me the extensive list that goes into pageant training with the international pageant coach that we've onboarded onto our team. So this includes interview skills, passerella/runway training, talent development, fitness and nutrition, wardrobe and styling, public speaking, media training as well, and platform development, along with mental preparation. So
That's important.
yes.
And this would all be a one-to-one training as opposed to training within a group setting?
For her, yes, in
Yes.
the Philippines, yes.
For me, we have scouted this amazing international pageant coach who helps queens around the world. She likes to say it's like you build a queen. They are made.
Yes.
They are made.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And here too, obviously we provide training. So that's like the first step towards the global stage, really, is to also provide that public speaking training that she mentioned there, training with social media, wardrobe, makeup. We have etiquette training as well to teach you how to engage in a social environment. And also, am I missing anything? We offer like gym membership for them to keep healthy. That's very important. We don't have a criteria for weight. I think I need to stress that over and over because we've just aligned ourselves with the Miss Universe policies and procedures. It's like you work here at Radio Cayman. You have to go by their policies and procedures. You can't change it just because someone says we should change it, right? So that's basically how it is for us here with the criteria with the Miss Universe organization. We follow that, and that is that there is no discrimination against, people that may be on the plus size or, people that are short or ladies that are short. There's no age requirement now either. So I just want to encourage any, young lady out there or older lady that would like to enter the pageant and aspire to you really better yourself and be the best version of yourself, to choose this platform. Really, we're not here, and Tahiti mentioned mental health. That's so important because it is very challenging. It's a competition, so it's not easy because you're trying to manage your emotions, yourself, and then you have the general public. You have social media that's crazy these days, so people have their opinions and so forth, and people may sort of sway the narrative as well. So, you have to know your why, why you're doing this. Am I doing this, that if I don't win, I'm going to crumble and, retaliate or whatever? Or am I doing this because I want to be the best version of myself? It's the next chapter in my life that it's going to propel me to. I'm working towards career opportunities or networking, whatever, and I think that that's so important that when you enter a pageant like ours, we're not a counseling, institution or a mental health institution. We provide that services. Thanks to Cayman Medical, they do provide all of the health services, including mental health, because we realize that's very important. It's a common theme, and so we have them engaged. But I think it's important to understand that we cannot, we cannot really fix you, so to speak, if you have past hurts or if you have trauma. We want to encourage you. We want to show care and compassion. And we obviously want to get you over that hurdle with some of the tools that we can offer. But a lot of it comes from you as well, and what you can do, how you're going to work on yourself and how you can love yourself and appreciate what others are doing for you during that process, so yeah. But certainly if you are looking, we're looking to kick off a recruitment a little earlier this pageant season, just, so that we can really ensure that the process is understood, and it runs really smooth.
And to add to the comment that you made earlier, if the contestants they want to be a spokesperson and they want to represent a particular cause, a particular program or be it mental health,
a platform of their own,
of their own, right? Yeah. While winning is important, the mere fact that you have that platform, that stage where you can highlight
that in itself is a win.
Cause. Yes,
because Tahiti's platform, she's a creative, and that you come into to a pageant that provides you that platform to give it that exposure, that is a win in itself, you know. So yes, some choose mental health, you know, child abuse or the arts. This year for the committee itself, the organization, we have Jasmine, you know, so, and they have their own personal platforms. And, you know, Tahiti could probably speak a little bit more to her platform.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. My platform, when I was a contestant and has extended until now as I reign, is arts, culture, and heritage. And these different topics resonate quite deeply for me as I grew up being really creative and involved in the arts. I took to Philadelphia, the Drexel University, to seek out film training as a 12-year-old because I just loved it so much. And there's only so much that you can access here on island for such programs and training. And as of December 2024, I thought that I would start my own initiative. And this is a budding idea that I hope to mold into a creative consulting and film production company. However, as I now reign, I see the potential to use it as a philanthropic platform for kids who were like me, seeking out that training and that affordability and access to creative arts education. And through this platform, I have already accomplished a creative writing workshop and building confidence for aspiring authors, Caymanian authors. And I, of course, plugged the famous artists and writers here on island and showed these young people ages 13 through 17, that was the age group, why it's important to have a perspective as a Caymanian, because there are so many pieces of our history that we will unfortunately die out if we do not carry it on through our writing, our poetry, our media. So that is super important to me.
Okay, are we going to no, we still have a little time before we go to the next commercial break. So, Ms. Derry, with the vast experience that you have accumulated in terms of being involved in the pageants, and for the layperson who is accustomed to watching on TV and maybe watching Miss World pageants and stuff,
Miss Universe.
Universe. And we'll now be watching the Miss Universe. Yeah. Can you talk about some of the differences and the and some of the expectations that people should have in terms of when they're watching?
Certainly, it's broadcasted on Telemundo as well as Roku, and I think last year, oh my God, what's the channel? I'm trying to remember here that. Anyway, definitely Flow carry, the channels that it's visible on. Great. So you can expect that you will be able to watch the Miss Universe 2025 pageant in Thailand. It's going to be phenomenal. The production, we have a beautiful representative, that's going to really make us proud. And I think that you should tune in, for that reason alone and just watch, Tahiti just shine and, just bring greatness, to the world stage and make us all really proud. I keep saying, and the committee and myself, and we talk, she is a true lady. She's very eloquent and we're very proud of her and very grateful to have her as our title holder. So yes, please, ensure that you support Tahiti and her journey. You can follow us on our Instagram page, Official Miss Universe Cayman Islands, or Facebook page, Miss Universe Cayman Islands, or our website, MissUniverseCaymanIslands.com. to see her journey. It's going to be amazing. So this year, as we just explained here and discussed that she will be, taking, some real great taking up some real great opportunities in the Philippines and Hong Kong. When she goes to Thailand, she will be visiting the headquarters there. That's not something that we do often. So, she'll, before her actual arrival date, she'll be actually having that opportunity to meet with the pageant organizers of Miss Universe at their headquarters.
Okay, great. That sounds good. And as far as the local support is concerned, is there any sort of like online voting that is allowed in this pageant where so that like for a popular vote or anything like that Caymanians need to know about that they can participate in terms of supporting her?
Yes, Miss Universe does have a voting platform. And of course, we're a small population, but we're going to try our best to make a significant impact. You saw it last year with Reagan Ruddy, with she had got a silver award in the Beyond the Crown competition, if I'm not mistaken. And she did us really proud. She was at one point leading, so that certainly gave us a lot of visibility. And we look to make, similar impact or even a greater one.
Okay, so we're going to take that commercial break now. And when we return, the conversation will continue with Miss Tahiti and Miss Derry. Don't change that dial. Please stay tuned for the record. Talk Today. We'll be back shortly.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
It's a sizzling summer with JN Money. You can win a luxury weekend getaway for two when you send or receive money from now until September 30, 2025. That's right. We're turning up the heat this summer with JN Money. Visit www.jnmoneyonline.com to learn more about how to win. What are you waiting for? Send, win, relax this summer with JN Money.
Start. Stop. That's how long it takes to react to a child crossing the street. How long would it take you to apply the brakes? How long would it take the parents to forgive you? How long would it take you to forgive yourself? Slow down. Save a life. Not only theirs, but your own. Texting, speeding, and ignoring safety rules can cost lives. Visit gov.ky/road safety to learn more and help keep our roads safe.
We are now in the hurricane season, and to survive a hurricane, you need to be informed. If you have been informed by official sources that a hurricane is approaching the Cayman Islands, and you live in a low-lying area that is prone to flooding or near the beaches, which may be swept by high tides or storm waves, please seek a safe place and high ground. If the only way for you to get to a safe place is a road that is also likely to be flooded during a storm, please leave home early. Don't run the risk of being stranded. This has been a public service announcement from your community station, Radio Cayman.
Hey Cayman, it's your boy Georgie Duarte, and watch out for us September 13th at 6 p.m. We will be celebrating Honduras Independence Day at the Old Roti Shop location now known as Island Bar. We're going to have delicious food, baleadas, pastelitos, chicharrón, punta, and country competitions. Make sure you guys show out. All the proceeds are going to the Jose Cecilia de Valle School in Savannah Bight. They're going to need some repairs, so we're making sure we all get together and make it happen. It's $25 at the door. Make sure you guys get your tickets. You could also get them on Eventpro or the Savannah Bike Care Club at 928-6943. See you guys there, and I can't wait to play some music for y'all.
Here's a public service announcement. The Cayman Islands government has announced that flags will be flown at half-mast this afternoon as a mark of respect following the passing of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Kent. Flags will remain lowered until sundown today. The Duchess has passed away at the age of 92. The flag will be lowered again in observance of the funeral, the date of which has yet to be confirmed.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Good afternoon and welcome back to Talk Today. We're on the last leg of the show this afternoon. It has been my pleasure to have in the studio with me the reigning Miss Universe Cayman Islands, Miss Tahiti Seymour, as well as the director of the Miss Universe Cayman Islands pageant, Miss Derry Lee. We're talking about Miss Tahiti's departure from the Cayman Islands on about that as well.
Cayman can rest assured that it's not just Cayman who is supporting us and seeing our vision, because recently the national news channel for the islands of Tahiti and Moorea reached out to me and asked me if I have any Polynesian origins, and they actually explained to me, I don't, by the way, but they actually explained to me that there is no representative for their islands this year. So they are expressing all of their support, and I see on social media lots of people from French Polynesia showing their support. So I would love to shout out them as well, because they have been so lovely all the way from French Polynesia.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she may have to make a detour after the event and go there. Right?
I would hope so.
Yeah. To consider.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's absolutely great. And that's the type of support that we certainly want, because we don't have what you call that sash factor, where we have the population like the Philippines and Thailand and Venezuela, Colombia, and the United States even. So, having that support across, the world is really phenomenal. So
Yes,
very
that's
grateful
so
for that.
Excellent.
I think we want to give a shout out to Rubis.
Okay,
the
go right ahead.
Gas
Yeah.
allowance. Have you met with them yet? I'm trying to remember.
It's coming up this week.
Right.
But yes.
We're trying to get everything in before she
Yeah. Major
Yes.
thank you to Rubis, because as we all know, there are so many Miss Cayman duties, and we're always on the go. And that is we're so appreciative of that sponsorship for gas and being able to get there on time and in order. Thank you.
Sounds like you may need to have a special escort sometimes, to ensure that
anyone
you get
feel
there
like
on
they
time.
want to donate a car? That's good too.
Yep. And how much advance notice do you get in terms of any event organizer wanting her to appear in her official capacity?
Well, for us, and obviously we all have a schedule, and we want to make sure that she's prepared for whatever event that they want her to attend. So I would say at least a week, at least 5 days, 5 to 7 days advance notice for us to know whether or not you would like her at your function.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We still have 6 minutes to go in here, so we want to rehash some of the things that are taking place, her departure date to the Philippines, what takes place there. I think what is extremely important, and it goes to you how you prepare.
So yes, the 10th of September is we're working on her departure time. So we want to invite, all supporters to come out to the airport to just see Tahiti off. That information will be going out later today or tomorrow. So we encourage, the Cayman to have those details in Tahiti. Normally what we would do is like maybe a week or so before the pageant would be the departure, but she's actually leaving earlier because she's going to get even more preparation, in place. So.
Okay, we have a question from one of our listeners, and they wanted to know what Caymanian tradition or values that she will carry with her on the stage of the with pride, on the stage of Miss Universe pageant, or throughout your travels as well, on the international stage?
That's a great question. Thank you for that question. I think a lot of that will be present in my presentation, and that is specifically my dress. That is a major judging point. So, because most of the time in this experience, you are seen before you are heard.
Mm-hmm.
So, incorporating Cayman fabrics and design in our attire we hope to capture, our island's authenticity while also staying true to my own sense of fashion. But yes, I also am reading up on this was when I was a contestant as well, reading up on different cultural policies and heritage preservation policies, as it's required to have a personal platform. So bringing that to the stage, the spirit of Cayman and kind of the voices of our people is really how I'm going to bring that pride to Thailand.
Not to mention the national costume.
Of course, yes, as well.
Yeah, that's definitely going to encompass a lot of the island beauty and what we pride ourselves in, which is a little secret for now.
It's a secret.
Okay. And have you had a hand in designing that yourself as well?
We have actually reached out to a world-renowned costume designer. I believe he is based in the Philippines. His name, I can't remember what he his business is called, but he has done a lot of costumes for ladies in that region, and we're so excited to keep leveling up our costume game.
Okay, and lastly, what is it in terms of support that you ask of the people of the Cayman Islands throughout your journey, and not only on the international stage, but when you return home, as well, either as the reigning Miss Universe,
absolutely,
right, or with your Cayman Islands title.
Yes. On that note, I will say that we are just going forward, arriving from victory. As we reiterate, you're already a winner to put yourself through this experience and learn all that you can, because it really is a lot of life lessons and professional development that you will receive at Miss Universe. But for the support that I'm hoping for, I know that many people don't follow these kinds of pages, but there are these pages called pageant blogs, and they're everywhere, and they analyze the Miss Universe title holders from around the world, and oftentimes they will put voting opportunities on their Instagram, I know for sure. So if you see one, make sure you click Cayman Islands for me.
Okay.
That's so important. And that's how you see a lot of times you see the top picks. And it's really because of the engagement that they receive
so
from
important.
Viewers and social media.
Yep. So we want
around
to
the world.
encourage people to do that.
Yes.
One of our listeners has written and said, please extend heartfelt congratulations to Miss Universe Cayman and the incredible committee behind her.
Oh,
Their dedication to uplifting and empowering the young women of our community is truly inspiring and deserve to be celebrated. As she prepares to shine on a global stage at the Miss Universe pageant, I send my best wishes for success, confidence, and grace. Cayman is proud of you. Go make waves.
Oh, that's sweet.
Really,
That was so nice.
Yes.
It's always good to hear some good positive
Yes.
encouragement like that.
It certainly is. And any further closing comments before we leave?
Have I touched on everything?
Yes,
There are 2 pages here, but
let's remind our audience about the date that she leaves, departs, the time, so that those who want to bid her farewell when Roberts International Airport will have an opportunity to do so.
yes, leaving on September 10th. So that is next week.
Thanks to Cayman Airways. Thank you, Cayman Airways.
Cayman Airways, yes.
And your departure time?
I believe
We're working on that actually. So
Okay,
I
so we'll
guess
have
by
to
the
get
end of
that
the day, we'll
information
have
out.
that all
Yes.
sorted. Yes.
So that
Yes.
people can be out there as well. Well, again, Ms. Tahiti, I want to congratulate you. Thank you for representing the Cayman Islands. We know that you will certainly represent us well at the pageant. We wish you all the best, and we would love to see you come back with that crown on your head, as well. To all of our listeners and our viewers and supporters of Radio Cayman, I say to you, have a great weekend. Please stay safe. And as usual, we ask the good Lord to continue to bless these 3 beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
You are listening to Radio Cayman, the